Hey guys, how you doing? Just want to start off by saying thank you for inquiring. If you're watching this, it's because you messaged me about a tattoo or you came across this on YouTube. So, let me prop this up a little bit better. There we go. So, my name is Tyler Jones. I go by Mr. Jones Tattoo online, and I've been tattooing for 13, 14 years professionally. And at this point in my career, I just want to strictly do black and gray tattoos. As far as subject matter, I'm open to different ideas. Mostly in my portfolio, I have skulls, flowers, organic images, filigree, and some mechanical things like clocks or whatever. I have an Instagram at Mr. Jones Tattoo. If you go to the people that I follow, you can kind of get an idea of the work that I like and what I aspire to tattoo like. And at some point, I'm gonna unfollow a lot of people down to like maybe 10 or 20 artists that really like inspire me, so that, the people that want to get tattooed by me can see what I'm into, even more than just my own page. So right now, the date is July 22nd, and I am not taking anybody on until after the new year, maybe January of 2022 or February. I have put some new clients in, but I'm not anymore. I'm going to wait until I get to the end of the year to book more appointments. And at that point, everyone I have now may start to fill up the first of the year. So I don't know when I'll be able to take on a new client. But I believe in tattoo education, and I like to give it. Unfortunately, because of the time it takes to respond to each individual person in my DMs or email or my personal number, if someone texts me there, it just takes a lot of time to go back and forth. And I tried coming up with some cut and paste messages to send to everybody, but it doesn't work. Everything is just so personal with each person. So, what I would like to talk about is artwork, right? That's the most important thing above all. Like, there's three things that come into play when taking on a new client. The first one is your idea. If your idea isn't good, are you willing to get something that is? The second thing is, are you willing to wait? And the third thing is, obviously, price can be a variable. Good tattoos can cost money and take a long time and hurt. So, I am going to share a couple of stories of previous tattoo clients who inquired about a tattoo idea and the path it went down. Now, this tattoo, I have a whole nother video that I made in the past about this specific tattoo, but I'm going to touch on it briefly again. So, oh man, this camera won't flip now that I'm recording. Bear with me a moment. All right. Sorry for the delay. So, this is a tattoo that somebody sent to me, a person I had never met at the time. Currently, she's my girlfriend. At the time, she was not. So I treated her like a stranger. And I received this image through email or DM on Instagram. And when she initially messaged me, I tried to explain that I don't do color. She wanted to pop a color. I tried to refer her to a color artist. She was persistent, so we ended up meeting up, and instead of doing that tattoo that I thought would be a regret based on her age, she was 22, young, cute girl getting a tattoo that is cute or looks cool. But in my opinion, anyone can say they love this forever. That's fine. I didn't think it was a timeless design, so I came up with this design. She got the elements she wanted. She wanted eyelashes on a skull because she does lashes instead of, making it corny, in my opinion. We did a skull by itself, the eye for to represent the eyelashes, and then everything else in between is just kind of like filler, floral, pretty feminine design. And this is the tattoo. This is the first session. It was 11 hours straight. And this is it 2 months later or so, healed. As you can see, it looks much nicer healed than fresh. And this is the inside of her arm, a separate session, but probably one of my favorite pictures I've ever taken. Just really cool. That is an example of somebody who messaged me, didn't even really want to tattoo him, but because she was willing to get something that was more up my alley, just a better tattoo overall. And we approached it in a way where we treated her whole arm like one canvas instead of compartmentalizing her arm. The next example would be, I'm trying to keep this video brief so you don't get bored watching it. Let's see, where is it? It's right around here, I know. All right, so I had a client send me some reference, and he sent me this. He said he wanted to get a sleeve, and this was the stuff that he had sent. Now, if he had walked into a shop that day, said he wanted to start a sleeve, they probably would have slapped this on his arm. And the downfall to that is this isn't really sleeve subject matter, at least not this exact tattoo. Maybe you could have taken this and made it a sleeve, but I picked his brain. I got an idea of what he was going for. He wanted something to represent his family. And I explained, I'm like, I'm a tattoo artist. I want to do a tattoo. Anything you put in the skin would be a tattoo, but I wanted to do something that had like a tattoo vibe and feel. So we did a couple of roses with his kids' birth dates, because that's basically, in whatever way, shape, or form, this was going to represent his family. So this is like a family tattoo. So I'm like, all right, you have 2 kids. Let's do a rose for each one, their dates. That will cover your outer form, and it'll be a good start. Then his second session, he came to me, and he had a better idea. He wanted a couple of lions, male and female, and then the cubs. So a lion, lioness, and some cubs. And he had sent me some really, really nice pictures of first-class tattoos. And I'm like, those look great, but that's not really me. That's not what's going to bring the best out of me. So I came up with this idea. So he got a lion to represent him. I used his wife's face as the reference for A Day of the Dead Girl. And then this cool little picture here is him and his wife. That's an actual photo of them. And we put them in the tattoo as a silhouette and framed it in with filigree. And you can see below here are the dates for his kids' birth dates and the flowers. I don't have a whole picture of his arm overall, but that's the bottom and that's the top. And these are fresh. They look much nicer healed. In my opinion, soft black and gray always looks better healed versus fresh. A good example of that is her arm. When it's fresh, it's all red and bruised and irritated, and then healed, it's soft, subtle. All that redness and everything that looks dark can be much lighter once it's healed. So those are 2 examples of clients that inquired who had ideas that I didn't want to do. I didn't think they were the best tattoos for them, but in the end, they ended up being great clients and everything worked out really well. So I'm open to tattooing people who don't necessarily want exactly what I'm looking to do if they're, open-minded. All right, so I don't want to make this like a negative thing, but just to kind of, again, tattoo education is what I'm going for here. Just to kind of help people or save people from getting a bad tattoo. Back in the day, like if you went to a tattoo shop, you weren't guaranteed to get a good tattoo or a great tattoo, but you knew you were going to get a better tattoo than if you were to go to somebody's, bedroom. Now, some of the work that I see done in a tattoo shop looks like it was done in somebody's bedroom or kitchen. Just unprofessional looking work. And, I'm going to share with you a couple examples, and, the people that did these may end up seeing it. And if you did, I'm sorry, but these tattoos are terrible. And unfortunately, these are really good examples to share. So I had somebody send me this picture. They said, hey, love this tattoo. I would like to get this done. I'm like, cool, that's up my alley. I like the girl's face, the butterfly. I didn't have time to get her in, or we didn't communicate fast enough. I don't know why it didn't work out, but in the end, this is what she got. And that doesn't look as quality as this tattoo. So yeah, you just got to be careful. Like, this is from a tattoo shop. Another tattoo, a girl wanted this tattoo, super nice little micro portrait of a lion, and she ended up leaving with this. Looks nothing like what she wanted. And again, this is from a tattoo shop. So you just want to be careful. I wish there was more shops in my area that weren't booked out or busy or just even existed where I could refer people. There are probably way more quality artists around me than I even know of, because I'm not like hot on who's who. But there are a handful of shops. I'm not going to try to think off the top of my head of who I could refer people to in this video. But maybe through a message or an email, I can try to refer you to somebody who might be a better fit for you. Even if I can't do your tattoo, if I don't have time, or if you want color, something I don't offer. So we're about 12 minutes in. I'm going to wrap the video up here. If you have any other questions after seeing this video, if I've sent it to you, or even if you found it, you can DM me on Instagram at Mr. Jones Tattoo, MrJonesTattoo. And that's also my website, MrJonesTattoo.com. You can contact me through there. And yeah, I hope this video helped. The whole point of this is tattoo education. I'm not trying to shit on other people's work or claim to be something I'm not or better. Like, there's so many artists now that are phenomenal, that are just in their own league or in their own bracket. But there's also so many who are just putting out horrible work. And I just want to hopefully help guide people who are willing to pay and wait for better work. Some work that I see that's bad, I think it suits certain people in the sense of they're happy with it. They don't want to wait. They don't want to pay. And they have that and they wear it and they're fine with it. And if they are, no judgment. Do you. So, all right, I'm going to wrap it up there. Thank you for taking the time if you made it all the way to the end of the video. Peace.